Hey everybody, I'm back. I was just so busy working lately. I just haven't had time to do a lot of videos. Um, so it is Friday, November 17th. Man, this year's really going by fast. Okay, so today what I was going to basically talk about was kind of where we're at as far as waking up. I mean, this whole thing about waking up is kind of hard to explain because it's a really broad subject. Because basically what it is we're going to have to come to the realization, and that's everybody that's here on Earth, that we've been lied to and we're being played. But the question always is, like, why? Why are they doing this? Well, first of all, this has been going on for millions of years. So you got to understand that Earth is a captive, almost kind of like a slave planet. And what they've been using to trap, there's lots of different ways to get us here. Some people voluntarily come here too, including me. But there's ways of trapping us here. And then it's like an electronic, because we're electronic magnetic beings, that's kind of how we function. And that's even, for instance, how the Earth functions itself. It's electromagnetic is the basis for all sort of, I was going to say mechanical, but basically all the way our function is set up. So they set up, and this is a long time ago, like a network of, it's almost like generators or satellites, and including ones on the ground that have been messing with mostly our memory. They've got they know how to wipe out our memory extremely well. So that's why we get kind of caught up in this recycling reincarnation cycle, which is stopped now. So I mean, people are free to leave. But I'm just saying that's kind of what's been happening for millions of years. As you would come from, let's say, another universe or galaxy, come here for an experience. Let me put it that way. It's like these are like schools. These are, and they're everywhere, and there's billions and billions of them. We come here to experience something or to learn something, and then we get caught up, and then our memories keep getting erased over and over again. So for us, sometimes we have little bits of memory of let's say, past lives or fantastical things that was like, wow, that's what a crazy imagination I've got. Yeah, it's like little bits of your memory that didn't get erased, and then you try to make sense of it. And that's why, like, even when you watch, shows like Ancient Aliens or whatever, they're trying to kind of explain that Earth has had many civilizations in the past that have come and gone, and I'm going to go into that in the future for sure, because I mean I know a lot about it, but I just can't explain it all here. But yeah, they've come and gone. It's like classrooms, and then there's kind of like either some sort of catastrophe or something, and there's like a reset. It's almost like a classroom reset. From from how I understand, is I think this is like the fourth or fifth classroom on planet Earth. Like, so it's been reset at least 4 or 5 times, and they were trying to do it again. That's kind of what we just missed. We escaped it. It's because of the volunteers that came here to try to set this classroom straight. Because really, that's kind of what this is. It's a classroom. It got hacked, and now we're trying to fix it. Is what it boils down to. So the process of fixing it is trying to wake people up. Now, here's the reason why. It's because whenever you come here from wherever you're from, and we're all from all over the place, when you come in here into these physical bodies, you don't realize how powerful you are, and you're basically connecting with all the other consciousness beings on planet Earth, including the trees, all the actual physical sort of mechanics of this whole world. We connect to it, and we, in a sense, agree to be a part of it. So we accept the fact of the physics that we created for this world, this classroom. We accept, the fact that we're in these physical bodies and we need food and all this. This is all manufactured, by the way. It's made by us, even though we power the system with our, I was going to say souls, but basically it's like our spirits. That's where all the energy really, in a sense, comes from, because we are tapped into the universal energy field, and we manifest whatever we want on these experienced domes or classrooms. So by us waking up, and that's why we're getting help, because we can't wake up too quickly. I know that's a pain in the butt, but it's like, because if we wake up too quickly, the whole mechanics, the whole physics of this world will almost come unglued. So it has to be unwound fairly slowly. Hopefully not painfully slowly. That's kind of how it feels for us that we're sort of already awakened to what's going on. But I'm saying ultimately everybody's going to end up remembering, whether it takes 4 more years of disclosure of that we are incarnated souls, eternal beings in these physical bodies, and we're manifesting this reality. So we have to wake up to that. Now, there's lots of different levels of waking up, which is, first of all, the realization that we're not the only, beings having physical experiences in the universe. Like, no, of course, there's countless. It's absolutely endless how many experiences we have. And we have to also wake up that we're all connected to the same energy source, which in a smaller scale people call God, but in reality it's we're all pieces of God. We're all collectively source, energy, everything. So it's kind of a hard concept to really wrap your head around, but that's part of the awakening process. So once we get past that, we're going to slowly keep getting more knowledge. Then a lot of us will start regaining our memory, and that's ultimately what the issue is. Because if everybody knew stuff already, like if you already have memory of your past lives and stuff like that, we would totally act differently. But they learned billions of years ago of how to manipulate us in these physical bodies by doing that, wiping out our memory. We come back here, it's a whole new life. We get born as a child, we get raised. But one of the ways they've managed to pull this off was these physical bodies that we are in were originally designed to last up to 200 years. But they noticed, who knows how many millions of years ago or how many different resets ago, that if we live that long, we start figuring out what's going on, and we start talking to each other and waking each other up. So they've kind of not only dummied us down with these energy traps that they've got going on, but also they've shortened our lifespan to 80 years. They really shortened it during the medieval and Renaissance time. And they also had lots of constant wars, because that way we could, the chances of us living very long is very, very small. So that's part of this process as well. So anyway, so that's kind of what we're going to be waking up to, is like all this stuff. But the key thing is memory. And as anybody knows, like if you've seen people, with Alzheimer's or something, or some sort of memory loss, it's like there's no purpose, there's no sense of even learning anymore. Because if you can't retain that knowledge, what's the use? I mean, that's kind of what we do our whole lives. Like ever since I was a child, okay, I learned how to ride a bike. I learned how to read and write, whatever. And all those memories, if I didn't have them, I can't use them to this day. So like, it's always, we are beings of accumulated knowledge, and that's why we, that's why we come here, is to gain more knowledge about physical worlds and things like that. So having that taken away from us and being messed with, our memories, is just the meanest thing you could think about doing to people or to beings, because that's, I mean, they're cutting off all the meaning of being here. It's so you end up just becoming a slave your whole life. You don't really have memory of, or even if you do, you finally pick up, it's like, okay, I'm starting to get smart in my older age. You start using your wisdom to your advantage. Well, guess what? Your lifespan is going to be shortened anyway, and they're going to try to either poison the air, poison the water, poison the food. Something's going to happen. They want to take us out. And I talk about our controllers, that we're kicking off this planet, just so you understand. We're winning this. But yeah, so when we take control back and start waking up to what's going on, that's kind of where we're headed. And because I volunteered and I came in here, and believe me, I'm going to be telling my story. It's pretty interesting. I've been not saying too much about it here on these videos, because whenever I've attempted in the past, I just can't even load it up. So I'm always trying to keep it simple, trying to help everybody, guide you through this awakening process, because that's really what's going on. It's a paradigm shift. You can call it lots of different things, but the whole point is Earth and all of its beings, all of us human beings, are going to be waking up to the big scam. We've been played for billions of years. The cool part about this one is, and you've heard of different timelines. It's true, but this one we're actually we're breaking the system, and we're freeing Earth, and all the beings on it. So it's a huge operation. There's been a lot of planning. How it's rolling out, the only messages I get telepathically is we're on track. Things are working out good. It's almost like I was going to say they're working out better than they planned, but it's not really. It's more like, because this sort of it develops. It's a story that develops as it goes along, and so nothing's written in stone or exactly how things are going to play out. But they said everything keeps going in the right direction. So, and if you kind of been watching the news, you start realizing, okay, a lot of this corruption is being exposed, and that was part of the plan, was expose it, and then basically dismantle it, and then wake up. So this is like a multifaceted operation, and it's working. that's the best thing I can tell you for now. So it's working, and we're staying on track. And the reason why I kept on saying in the past, stay positive, is because our consciousness is connected into this reality. So if I imagine a positive future, that's the outcome. So that's kind of what I've been doing inadvertently. I've been trying to do it just for myself, because I'm the only sort of bubble of reality I can control. But I'm starting to realize that if we're all like that, then it's like we all have these positive bubbles of reality that we're manifesting into something really, really positive. So that's basically what I'm saying. That's why I totally ignore the news. I don't want to hear anything bad. I'm just going to stay focused on how I want my future life to manifest itself. So, and there's lots of good things coming. Just so you understand too, is part of this wake up, and disclosure will. The good benefits of this is going to be the hidden technologies, and they're old. The hidden technologies of, for instance, the med beds and free energy machines and stuff like that. That's all coming out because we've had those millions of years. So they've been basically just hiding them on this particular classroom that they tried to use this to manifest this reality to their benefit, and then do a reset, and then they were going to do it all over again. But anyway, we stopped that, and so we're going to start rolling out all the hidden technologies that they've been keeping from us. So it'll help us change this classroom into something very, very positive. Now, hopefully this made some sense to a few of you out there that watch my videos. And yeah, that's about it for today. Yeah, I'll try to post, but it looks like because I'm just so busy lately, looks like once a month. And besides, you don't really need me to see how things are rolling out, because I mean, things are really coming around. So stay positive, and yeah, I'll do another video probably a month from now or 3 weeks or something. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.